Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Hope all is well. And I just wanted to give a quick update on where we are because a lot of work right now is being done on the Elacity DRM, so the digital rights management system. We're bringing it into ElastOS, which is your sovereign computer. You have decentralized identity login, your own wallet, and your own compute environment, which you can run on any device. And now, so if you can own your own data in this secure environment, we want to be able to connect you to other clouds and allow you to trade data peer-to-peer with each other, and not just with individuals, but also with AI agents. And there's a huge opportunity as well for corporate enterprise solutions with enabling the ability for you as a user to license your data to AI companies to train AI models on. And I do believe this is where we actually could find a really interesting market fit. In any case, I just want to show you when we push this version live, it will either be end of this week, if not in the next week. There's a couple of new things we need to add in this new version. You're going to see an upload option where you can publish. You can select something to publish with. If we go here, and then immediately it creates the publishing portal where you can see, you can create a preview, but you can see it's recognized as media. We've opened up multiple different assets. So with this update, we're going to see images, documents, from PDFs to text files. We're looking to get ebooks involved. We've got audio, which is for music, podcasts, whatever it is, and then video. So really this is about owning your own data and owning your own distribution. So you can actually publish whatever you want to the world. They can buy it from you. And because you own your own compute, you could also make it free, and you could build a following that you truly own that no one can take away. But in this case, demo, let's do a video. You can see here I go through the process. It's recognized as a video. We can just do some tags. You can select what you want. If you do buy now and resell means that the buyer can resell the video and they'll get 90% of the profits. The remaining 10% will go to you, but you can have multiple different parties. So royalties can be distributed down to 0.1% to multiple different wallet addresses. They are tokenized as well, and those are ultimately tradable assets. So if you do resell with 10% left, that remaining 10% could go to a whole host of individuals, or you can simply do buy once and actually there's no resale market. So there is so much modular options for you as an individual. And in this case, we'll be publishing it into a channel that I own. This is a smart contract. I can add a subscription model to that smart contract. So if someone wants to get access to a whole library of assets that I build up inside of it, they can buy the individual assets or they can subscribe. You can additionally add in free content in that channel as well. So again, you're building up your own distribution channel, your own contract. One interesting thing is that we can enable AI training, like I mentioned with corporates, and we can add in the metadata of the asset in the token that you are allowed to use the data for AI training, which then opens up the enterprise solutions in how you could create sales with your data by selling it to AI companies who can buy it from you. So with this done, it's just transcribed everything. It's all part of the process. You're doing it on your own computer. You're doing encryptions, encoding, and all of this like technology, which we really built last year, but we're bringing it into ElastOS now. So a lot of Elacity innovation is coming in, and then you can actually go ahead and confirm that you are the person. I think this is very important, and then you can go ahead and publish. So in this case, I'm going to have to go through a process of signing it with my wallet. This is on base network right now, 4-cent fee. It's nothing. And if we imagine that the price for this is set at $4.99, you can set however many access tokens, which we have 10,000. There's a lot of money to be made here. So now that this has been done, I am going to do another transaction which allows permission for others to buy it from my contract. So this is you releasing the contract for others to purchase from. And here we go. It's been minted. So this asset is now live. It's tradable, and it has a business model behind it. So if we go to Elacity Market, we should see it come up. For now, I need to confirm. So I didn't add a thumbnail, but we have auto generation thumbnails. But here you can see it's turned up on the Elacity Market. We have all these different asset types that are ultimately coming, and you can go check it out. So here you can see the details. You can see all the information on it. And because I am an owner, I can play it. But the 15-second preview. So if you want to know what you're actually buying into, and then when you actually play it, you're decrypting and running in a runtime. I'm owning the data, and I'm able to enjoy playback. If I don't have an access token, this will not play. It will just say access denied. We can see here I have a host of different other assets. So these are all different DRM assets I've been doing. Here's one, which is music. So again, it's checking I have the access token, and then it's actually able to play. We can start to think about how we then build up media players for like Spotify's, where you can issue your own, where you can subscribe and get access to a whole library, and it just plays each at a time very smoothly. And then you can also be selling this to be trained on. And in the same way, we have pictures. So here, this is another picture. Here's an image. So it's blurred on the marketplace, but when you open it, it's crisp crisp, and it can be really high resolution. So when we can talk about trading art or trading information through imagery, we can do this. That same asset here is very blurred. But when you actually get the license, you can open it in the highest resolution. And then finally, if we look at something like here, we have 3D models. So these are rendering. Again, I just got the license key. I just verified my access right. It's extremely quick, the whole process, and there's no additional signing. We want to make this as seamless as possible. If anything, we want to remove the Web3 side, but have all the blockchain validation under it. But I'm able to open 3D assets. Now let's picture how this starts to go into gaming and how you can buy and trade 3D assets in games, and then you can actually load them into the game, and then think about metaverses and how you can build worlds up inside. And we have augmented and visual reality markets, and how this opens up. My background from the film side opens up. I have people I know who are 3D scanning for all kinds of stakeholders, be it the film industry. They have all these 3D assets from sets and environments that they can tokenize and monetize if they need, but otherwise store as a library and actually organize better. And then we have all of these heritage sites around the world, which have these heritage buildings which are seen as high value, that are 3D scanned and digitized, and you can actually tokenize and catalog them in your own ElastOS cloud, and then you can also offer the ability for others to pay to access them. And the divergence, just of one example of the film and the heritage sites coming together, is films traditionally send scouts to look at locations to film on, and now they can actually pay to access 3D models, and they can go into it and check it out with VR goggles on. But even more so, if you can do a 3D model and you can create a 3D render of yourself, you can tokenize yourself to be in a film that's generated by AI, for instance. So, what we want to imagine is all of these crazy applications where you have generative AI, and you can actually, I want to make a film that's in X theme that does this and that, and I want these people in it, and you pay a price to have that generated, or you pay a subscription model. But when you actually do that, it then distributes the payments to all those who are in the production. So suddenly people can participate in the actual economy. So something like 3D models actually is huge. And where this then next goes to as well is actually doing gaming and doing dApp stores. And the dApp, Elacity in itself, this is a dApp. It's a marketplace that we're offering inside ElastOS. This will ultimately become a dApp that's available in the dApp center. And so you'll be able to come here and you'll be able to buy and download all types of apps, but you'll also be able to purchase some, and it will use the same technology that we're showing for media, but also for applications too. And so you can see how this whole system begins to become not just sovereign cloud, which you can own, that you can talk to others on, but also one in which you can monetize, you can create income opportunities inside. And then ultimately it has local AI it has third-party AI, and we are really scratching the surface of just how exciting this is all going to become and where it's going, and what we can do as a very kind of agile, small, but well-equipped team with all the AI tool sets we have today. So yeah, there's a quick rundown of what we're doing. As I said, we've got multiple different markets coming, and yeah, just finalizing all the smart contracts. They've been security audited and everything's been pen tested. But yeah, wishing everyone a great day, and yeah, onwards and upwards. We keep on going. This is increasingly more exciting as we go. So much is happening each week now that I'm really confident on where we're headed. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.